Hello, everyone. Taro Jean on the scene coming in with my August 2025 forecast. And I got to tell you, it almost didn't happen with this crazy Mercury retrograde period that we've just been slogging through. Oh my gosh, I can't. It was just so intense. Like, I had to literally walk away from my computer. I had no internet for almost a week. But you know what? It gave me time to think. And I guess what it made me think about was our society as a whole. And it made me think about, why do we normalize corruption? Why do we fear change? Is it that we fear reprisal? Is that we fear scarcity? We fear acceptance? We fear rejection? So, the astrology of this month is definitely going to make us question our own personal sovereignty for sure. Coming in right at the beginning of the month, we got Saturn and Neptune. It's squaring Jupiter and Cancer. And, this says don't push. Don't push. Gently try to move through situations as they crop up. Because then on the 6th, we got Mars moving into Libra. And, they're not exactly the most comfortable energies. They are polar opposites of each other. Aries rules the individual, whereas Libra rules partnerships. Mars wants to move forward and do and go and go and go and has all that drive and ambition, but Libra is the opposite. It wants to weigh the scales. It wants to find out what everybody thinks and everybody feels before it makes a decision. But I think that really we're just going to see a lot of challenges with diplomacy, and we're going to see a lot of delayed decisions as we sit there and wrestle with issues back and forth. Now, we do have an Aquarius full moon on the 9th, and wow, I can definitely see social masks slipping. I can see tensions rising, conflicts with authority. You know, Aquarius wants to be free. It's ruled by Uranus. It rules electricity. It rules technology. It rules liberation. So, are some of these fears that we as a society have enveloped in, for whatever reason, social conditioning, maybe, not really sure, but is it time to think about what we're telling ourselves? And is that why we're going through this period of, pushing boundaries and setting our own boundaries and deciding what we feel is right, what we want to see happening in society? Because everything about Mars and Libra and this Aquarius full moon is about social justice. It's about liberating yourself. It's about creating boundaries that are healthy and hopefully making choices that benefit everybody. So I would say the first couple of weeks of this month, just don't be impulsive, guys. Like, do not be impulsive. Like, weigh the scales and see what's being presented, and try not to make decisions based in fear, because that we've all been conditioned that way. So as soon as you feel that fear start creeping in, pull yourself back and say, whoa, what really needs to happen here? And then on August 22nd, we got our first of two new moons in Virgo. And, this is a let's fix this. This is let's fix this. Let's serve each other. Let's take practical action. Let's prioritize self care. Let's look at where we're spending our energy, spending our money, spending our time. Is it practical? Is there ways that we could get organized, and really help each other for the long term in a more healthy and practical manner? So, as I said, this is the first Virgo new moon. We will have another one with an eclipse coming in September, which means, there's going to be a lot of turning points in August. There's going to be a lot of turning points in September. But like I said, let's turn emotion into practical action, and let's use that Mars and Libra to balance out the scales and take social action that benefits everybody. Like I said, there is conflicts with authority with that Aquarius full moon, because it wants to liberate. So we could see some stepping up of some of the conflicts that we see going around in our own country and the world around us. So, as always, just be calm. Think about the choices that you're going to make. Make sure they're not fear based, because August is definitely an intense month. It's an intense month where boundaries will be pushed, and we have to figure out what is right for all of us, but also all right for the individual as well. So folks, if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me. You can email me at jean@lunapaths.com. And if you would like to get a reading with me, you can certainly reach out and book your appointment on lunapaths.com. I would certainly love to hear from you. And as always, folks, I certainly appreciate you taking the time and spending it with me. And, enjoy your day, folks. Enjoy your day.